Hello and welcome to a Lord of the Rings Online error fix for error codes 105 and 128, as well as any Steam errors, DirectX errors, or high-resolution file errors alike. Now, I'm going to show you one way which may not work and likely isn't to work, but is good to show anyways, and that is to try troubleshooting the application or running as administrator. As you can see here, if let's say this is the program for Lord of the Rings Online, I right-click it, and I run as administrator or troubleshoot. Of course, it's either a shortcut to the application or the application itself. If you have it through Steam, then you may need to locate the file and you can still do the same thing. Now let's say your Steam crashes on you when you play the game. And what I mean by that is when you hit play, you load up everything in the game and you log in, you choose your realm, you hit play, and the program goes away and Steam shows you're no longer in the game. Well, if that happens to you, as you can see here, I did install it through Steam, but I managed to fix it. I will show you how I fixed that, but if you don't have it through Steam, I will also show you how to fix that. Look up LOTRO space download in Bing or Google, and your first result should be download the Lord of the Rings Online, right through the website LOTRO.com. If you click on the link, you should see a PC download of which you would like to click. When that's finished installing, you can click whatever you just installed, allow it to run, and then select your language, hit next, and you'll see two options. Now, if you didn't have this game in your computer, it would say install, but because it knows that you have the game in the computer, the options are to update or repair. And another option would be to remove. Now, of course, if you try the update and repair and it doesn't work, then you might want to uninstall the Lord of the Rings Online and then install it again using this tool without using Steam. Because Steam might just be giving you the error, and I found personally that it was much faster just using this tool to download the game. That being said, you could download the game through this tool, and your graphics may be off, or even with Steam, your graphics may be off. And that is directly a 105 or 128 or DirectX or high-resolution file issue. Now, a error 105 and error 128, a DirectX or high-resolution file error, for me was when I played the game, I was able to get in, intro, login screen, but when I went to the options and changed my graphic settings, I wanted to play full screen, or I wanted to play, with better resolution, I wasn't able to. And this will actually help us, possibly for you, do this. Now, of course, it may not just be this alone for your computer, but this has a big thing to do with it. For me personally, I decided to look up online on Bing or Google, quote, download space DirectX, and then the first result would be Microsoft.com. If I click on that link, it brings me to download the DirectX End User Runtime Web Installer. I could hit download, and it says Microsoft recommends. I could uncheck those boxes so that we're only installing the DirectX End User Runtime Web Installer. Then click no thanks and continue. And then you should be able to download the program there. And when you open it up, which hopefully you'll also be able to run, allow the program. It says welcome to the setup for DirectX. Accept, next, and it should install it, and then you can try running the game again. So there you go. You have your fixes for Steam, also your fixes for graphics. Maybe you need a combination of both. Now let's say nothing changes in your graphics, okay, like nothing happens. Well, you may have a pop-up when the game runs to use DirectX, and you want to allow that. And then when you get into the options of the game settings, you want to change from DirectX whatever the default was to the next best DirectX, the one that you just installed. And then, you know, use the best quality that you can use for your computer and optimize the performance. So I hope this helped you. Remember that if you don't install the Lord of the Rings Online through Steam, you could just go up here to the tab, hit Games, add a non-Steam game to my library, and then click Lord of the Rings Online and add it to your library. And then, hey, you're in a game through Steam. Don't forget about that. And also, if any of those programs that I showed you earlier, whether it was the Microsoft.com program or the Lord of the Rings Online.com program, you could run them as administrator if your computer does not directly allow it. And that should be it for this video. So thank you for watching, and stay cool, and I hope you love them MMORPGs. Peace.